With us right now, I'd like to welcome new insight from Harley Lippman, foreign policy expert in Miami. Thank you so much for your time. There are so many developments happening right now. This joint US-Israeli operation has been described as clear, as devastating and decisive. And no one is surprised that Iran has been targeting American bases or Israel itself. But the Iranian targeting of hotels, airports and buildings across the UAE, Qatar, Jordan, just recently, Kuwait, recently, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Iraq and Bahrain, recently, are a surprise to many. It's baffling. What do you make of the strategy? It's looking increasingly isolating for Iran.
Well, Iran apparently thinks that by attacking these Arab neighbors, that these Arab countries will then contact President Trump and put pressure on Trump to say, you have to stop fighting Iran because look what they're doing to our countries. They're attacking our hotels, our airports. But Iran's strategy is backfiring. This is actually galvanizing the Arab world along with Israel. And that's what's most remarkable. Look what's happening now. Do you remember the first Iraq war when Israel was attacked? Israel had its hands tied behind its back. They weren't allowed to attack Iraq. Only the Arab countries, along with Israel, could do that, along with the United States, could do that. But now Israel and Arab nations fighting together with each other against Iran is a remarkable development in the Middle East. This is going to bring on better relationships between Israel and its Arab neighbors. We have a common enemy, Iran. Iran hates the Arab world, hates Israel. And this is what's going to make Israel and the Arab countries even closer. So I'm very hopeful about the future, given what's happening. But in particular, I'm very proud of the United States, very proud to be an American, very proud of Israel, very proud to be a Jew. This is an extraordinary moment of unity of the Israeli people and the Israeli military in the United States working together in an extraordinarily effective way. This has got to be one of the most, and I'm not exaggerating in saying this, one of the most brilliantly coordinated military operations in modern history. This is the Israeli Air Force, the American Air Force working together. It's an extraordinary development.
Give us a sense, given your expertise, of how long this coordinated, extraordinary operation that you have been describing, the planning in the works here, how long roughly could this have been in the works, given the precise nature of these targeted strikes, only day 3, and as we heard from the US president, this could go on for many weeks still.
Yeah, well, it's been going on for a long time. The United States and Israel has been planning and working together, being aware that what happened last June is only round 1, that this is the next act where we hope and we need to be able to make sure that regime fails. Because if there's one thing we've learned is that when our enemies tell us they want to kill us, believe them. It's arrogance to think that we know better what our enemies mean than their own words. Hamas kept saying they were going to destroy Israel. Look what happened. Learn the lesson. Israel has to go back to the Israel of June 6 of 1967 because deterrence has not worked. It has to go back to the Israel of being proactive, seeing where our enemies are, understanding their intentions, and then striking first, not waiting for the Arab world, or not the Arab world, I should say, but radical Islam and Israel's enemies. Don't wait for the enemies to attack you because it'll be too late. The cost will be too high and you can't think you're going to recover. So you have to strike first. And I think if there's any new mindset in the Israeli psyche, I think we're seeing that today.
If you had to look into a looking glass, and a very difficult one to do right now, given the dynamic situation that is unfolding in front of us, what is the future like for the Iranian people? They have faced this brutal crackdown a month ago. They were told by the US president that help was on the way. But what is the end game? What does it look like from your perspective for the Iranian people who have fought so hard for freedom and democracy? Realistically, what do you see?
It's going to be very challenging for the Iranian people. very, very difficult to have a successful counter-revolution. In history, rarely do they succeed. But we have to be a lot smarter, be more creative, think out of the box, think of ways of helping the Iranian people. They have to help themselves, but somehow they need to get a hold of weapons. I think the United States needs to destroy the financial system in Iran so they cannot pay the Basij and the IRGC. If the wife of an IRGC soldier sees that her husband is not getting paid, that's going to be good reason for the IRG soldier to stay home and not go to war. So take Iran out of the banking system, take them out of SWIFT, take out their oil facilities. We hear that the Strait of Hormuz is being closed. Well, you know who'll suffer the most? Iran. They bring out 1 million to 2 million barrels of oil every day in the Strait of Hormuz. Sooner or later, they're going to collapse. Their currency, the rial, is down 99% since the time of the Shah. They're on the verge of collapse. I think the United States with Israel should increase and encourage this collapse and do everything they can to help the Iranian people. 90% of the Iranian people love Israel and the United States. They're wonderful people, and they're reaching out for help. We need to be there for them.
The offer was made, that help was on its way. Let's see how it all unfolds. Certainly historic, changing times across the region. Harley Lippman, foreign policy expert, live from Miami. Thank you so much for being with us on this breaking news edition. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.